Hey, last video for section 7.4 part 1. Know that part 2 is coming up. All right, so anyway, we're dealing with geometric mean, not in its classic sense here, not from your geometry experience. In geometry, the geometric means was you take two numbers and you multiply them together and you take the square root. In this case, they're saying geometric means between two numbers in our sequence, and they give us clues to be able to use that to figure it out. You can use the explicit formula, the basic form of explicit formula, to solve this problem. Based on what they give us here, they're telling us we have four numbers between 243 and 32. So they're referring to each of these missing numbers here as geometric means. Our job is to use the clues and the explicit formula to be really to be able to find your common ratio. Since we know that there are 6 terms in the sequence that they're giving us, we could, represent each of these by A1, A2, ... up to A6. So really, we're going to set up, I guess you could think of it in terms of a system of equations to solve this out to find that common ratio. Here's how that goes. We know that the 6th term is 32. So we can write 32 is equal to A1 times R to the 6 minus 1. And we also know that 243 is that first term. So really, I misspoke. You don't have to use a system of equations. You can just actually use the clues that are here. Since I know the first term is 243, I can rewrite this equation as 32 is equal to 243 times R to the 5th power. So I'm going to take and solve for R. Divide both sides by 243. And believe it or not, I'm going to move my work up here. We end up with this 5th root. To solve this, we're going to take the 5th root of both sides. So R is going to be equal to the 5th root of 32 over 243. And it's like, what? Yeah, I know. So R is equal to... Now, here's a way to do this. This is one way. Just separate those. Instead of doing the decimal equivalent, take 32 and take it to the 1/5 power. This isn't anything new. We did this earlier in the year. And you should recognize that the 5th root of 32 is 2. And then take 243 and raise it to the 1/5 power. That's the same thing as taking the 5th root. And you get 3. And so now we know the common ratio is 2/3. So then to find those geometric means, we're just going to use our common ratio each time. So we're going to take 243 and multiply it by 2/3. So 243 times 2/3. That's going to give us... Oh, hang on a sec here. I don't like this. I guess we're going to have to live with it, but give me a split second here. Okay, so that gives us 162. My calculator was messing me up there. And then if I take 2/3 times 162, we're going to get that 108. And again, this is right here in the text. You can just follow this. And then 2/3 times 108 is going to give us 72. And 72 times 2/3 gives us 48. That's finding the geometric means between two numbers in a sequence. You guys did it. Good job. See ya.